James Kaufman, World News Report today, December 25th, 2024. Merry Christmas. God bless you and yours, no matter where you are in the world. Please subscribe, give us a thumbs up, ring that bell for critical future updates. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that the UN, the WEF, or the powers that be flooded Spain intentionally via weather modification so they could then come to their rescue and charge everyone in Spain millions upon millions, if not tens, hundreds of millions of dollars for services. And I'm going to explain that to you. We started having extremely heavy, unheard of rains in early October over in Spain, and those continued. Here you can see many parts of Spain are underwater. Yes, again, climate change or weather modification. Obviously, this is Barcelona, Spain, and this happened on the 4th. It says just a few days before this, Valencia, Spain was flooded. I'm going to show you all some satellite pictures as well. But this has never occurred before, and they got 20 inches of rain, with some areas even getting a whole year's worth of rain in just a few hours. And this was all across Spain. Now, the really weird part is, and I'm going to show you all some satellite pictures, but the really weird part is someone knew this was going to occur because, well, we had a company bring in a bunch of ships. There are actually power plants, and they actually parked at the port in Spain a week before the flooding started. Now, I think they're power plants. They could be weather modification devices. We're going to take a look at that company, but this must have been pre-planned because of what I have discovered here. This was also in the early November. This is one of the dams that burst and flooded an entire portion of the country. I'm going to show you what the country looked like right now after all this rain came for 2 solid weeks. Of course, no one had electricity, but how easy that was solved. It's amazing. It's a miracle. These are supposedly satellite pictures from before the floods and then after the floods came on. Wow. Now, again, what's so crazy about this is you see where Valencia is here, and you see the area that flooded here. Well, we had all these big ships coming to port about a week before the rain started. Let me show you what I'm talking about. About a week before the actual rain started, we had karadeniz powership Osman call, and they're saying that this is an electric plant, a floating electric plant owned by Turkey, as you can see here, part of the WEF UN partnership, and they're saying that this is filled with natural gas and that the company has 40 of these power ships and they create electricity for areas that are in trouble. Well, it's just amazing how all these ships pulled up in Valencia and docked just a week before all the storms started. Now, I don't know if this is a weather manipulation machine. They're telling me, and I will bring you to the page, that it is a floating power plant, and again, a Turkish company, part of the UNWF, and they supplied all the power to all of the flooded areas of Spain after the weeks of heavy rain. How did they know, and how did they get into port a week before the rain started? That is the real question, right? Spanish people must wonder what this huge ship was doing off their coast before the floods. Now, weather manipulation or power plant, i.e. making money off of all the destruction. Let's take a look at the company. It's a big one. It's a Shell Exxon competitor, supposedly, out of Turkey. And it's got a lot of connections to the entire EU. So, folks, this is the board of directors. Believe it or not, they have offices in of course, Dubai and Istanbul. And, well, they're one of the biggest companies in the EU. And they got the contract from the Spanish government to provide power to the entire country, i.e. because the electricity was out because of the floods. Here is another natural gas powered ship. Looks nothing like the other one. The other one looked completely different. Again, this is a barge. Looks nothing like the one that supposedly is feeding electricity to Spain. I'm wondering if that ship wasn't actually built for weather modification. Here's another power ship. In other words, they have 40 of them. They all look similar, except for the one that went to Spain, right? They all look similar, except for the one that went to Spain. Only the one that went to Spain seems to have transformers. Strangest thing I've ever seen. These are just smokestacks here. These are all part of their power ship fleet here. Again, none of them look anything like the ship that went to Valencia. I've been through all 40 of them, and only the one that went to Valencia has the, well, large transformers on top. So none of these look anything like whatever they sent to Spain a week before the flooding started. So they all look similar except for this one, with all the what appears to be transformers up here. Very, very strange. This is the one again. It was docked at Valencia, Spain, and is now supplying all of the electricity for most all of Spain. Talk about a nice contract. Just thought I'd ask you guys what y'all think. How did they know to get this big ship, which doesn't look like any of the other 39 that the company owns, into port in Spain before a once-in-a-lifetime event occurred? Very, very strange when you track down the board of directors. Well, again, they're from Dubai, they're from Germany, and they're from Turkey. We know what those three have in common. They're WEF. Period. God bless, guys. Let me know what y'all think in the comments below. Very, very strange how Spain flooded first off. And even stranger that these power ships were there waiting to save the day. God bless. Share, subscribe, and always remember, anything's possible in Bizarro World.